Welcome to Tri-State on Tap, Technical Answers and Products. Today we're going to discuss RoHS, protecting your investment from corrosion.
Hi, I'm Al Magoski. And no, this isn't a sequel to Breaking Bad, but have you ever heard of RoHS? Well, it's a European directive that mandates all electronic manufacturers to eliminate or reduce things like lead and mercury in their products. And since it's a global economy, everybody's trying to meet that mandate. So what does this mean? You have old equipment and you replace it with new, and you do have some corrosiveness in the air. Your product may not hold up as well as you think, and there goes your investment. So if you're in that situation, I suggest you take a look at this video while I take care of a little hazardous corrosive environment myself. So let's talk about corrosion. We had an application not too long ago at a wastewater facility. They had the control room, which had some chlorine in the air, which could be expected, and there was a drive there that's been running for 20 years. They recently purchased a brand new motor control center with a couple 755 VFDs in it. And after about a year, they started having failures due to corrosion. So we went back to Rockwell and says, well, how much chlorine in the air is acceptable to the VFD with the RoHS stamp on it? And they came back and said 0, which is understandable because, let's face it, those drives are getting air sucked into them quite a bit to keep them cool. So even a little bit of chlorine in the air is going to be brought into the drive, and it may not fail as fast if the chlorine is low, but any bit of chlorine will eventually start to corrode it. So the customer ended up having to clean up his control room, and he's been working fine. But you might say, well, how do I know I even have corrosive atmosphere in my control room or area where I got the VFDs or other power or other components? Well, there is a company called Purifill that has a coupon that you can fill out and install in your area that you believe there's corrosion, or in an enclosure, and you leave it there for 30 days. And once the 30 days is up, you send a coupon back. They put it in their lab and analyze it and send you the results. And if you need further assistance on obtaining this, get in touch with us. But Rockwell even went a step further. They built one of the largest corrosion chambers in the world to test components, both power, drives, and PC boards, to see how well it could hold up to different corrosive atmospheres. And here's the results of one PC board that they've tested. Uncoated, a standard conformal coating, which all our drives have, and then a new formula that Rockwell came out with called XT Corrosion Protection, which you can see is held up quite well. So not only do they coat the boards with this special coating, they also went back to their electronic component manufacturers and asked them to harden up their product to make the whole product more reliable for you. And with the corrosive chamber, they can do extensive testing, and they verified the results. Came back that with the XT Corrosion Protection, it held up a lot better than the standard conformal coated drives and products out there. So if you have a critical application, you might want to consider that, because Nobody wants to lose productivity because of issues like this. Now, as standard, Rockwell does provide the PowerFlex 755 TL, TR, and TM products with the corrosive gas protection. But the 755 TS, one of the newest 6-pulse drive that we offer, it's an option, and it's about a 15 to 20% adder. So you got to ask yourself, is that application critical enough that I'll spend the extra money? I think you'd be crazy not to.
If you're interested in learning more about Rockwell's XT products for VFDs, contact Tri-State or Mosbaugh. We are both CED authorized Rockwell distributors. Or email one of us